Look, I get it. If you're drowning in anxiety right now, maybe your brain is spinning like a tornado or something, maybe your chest feels like it's being crushed and everything inside you is screaming to panic. But did you know that you can actually release that anxiety or any other negative emotion or state like a balloon? Just let it go. So before we do though, I want you to know that your anxiety isn't your enemy. It's a signal. Your body is trying to communicate something to you. And the problem is when the problem or that state gets in the way of us doing the things that we want to do and being resourceful. So what we want to do is we want to transform it. Instead of fighting it, you're going to turn it into something that you can physically release. And this isn't some like woo-woo meditation hack, though I do like those. This is a brain hack that works because your mind processes vivid imagination like it's reality. Imagine and pretend, and the world will be a better place because your interactions with it will be different. And you've got that imagination. You use it for bad things, imagining bad things, right? We all do. So it's time to use it for the good ones. So here's how you do it. First, you gotta take a breath, not a weak little gasp or something like that, but like a real breath, the kind that makes your entire body expand. All right? Point to where you feel it, whether it's here, wherever it is, because as David Snyder says, if you can point to where you feel it, then you can heal it. So here, wherever it is, first thing that comes up. And then you want to picture your anxiety as something tangible, maybe like a smoke, dark liquid, cackling energy, birds flying above, red swirling light or something. Whatever feels most real to you. And then visualize breathing it out of yourself into a balloon. Just, imagine it expanding as it fills up with all that unwanted energy. Feel it leave your body. Imagine and pretend. And then release the balloon. Slowly, deliberately, watch it float away, watch it go over the horizon, get smaller and smaller, dimmer and dimmer, as you can no longer see it anymore. And then, boom, or poof, the anxiety is gone. I do this and other variations of it with all sorts of unresourceful states. I do it with the opposite, filling up with confidence or resilience or the opposite of whatever the negative thing is. And it's great. It works very well. I do it with pain and stuff too. So there are actually 10 different variations that I came up with for those brave and geeky adventurers who want to try it. So if you like the idea of the balloon, but you actually want to do something different, more tailored to you, then listen to these variations. Here are 10 power moves to transform that chaos into peace. You could do the Alchemist Release. So picture your anxiety as like a dark smoke or something like that and breathe into a vial. And, this crystal vial or something, make it real, imagine it. And then watch it swirl and transform into liquid gold, some sort of alchemical process, right? And then drink it back in, but this time now it's pure power. It's been changed, it's been transformed, and your fear becomes your fuel. Or you could also do the Thor Method. This is one that I like too. So imagine your stress or whatever the problem is has an obstacle or an enemy in front of you, and then summon your inner thunder god. Summon Thor, with a mighty roar or something like that. And, grip the hammer, Mjolnir tight, feel its density, feel the weight of it, and smash the obstacle into stardust. And watch the pieces, scatter out and float away. Beautiful little constellations going apart, going into the universe. Or you could do the solar cannon. Your anxiety is a plasma energy source. And you can channel it down through your arms into a glowing sphere, and then you can load it up into your, mental or chest cannon. You could do a repulsor beam type thing, and take aim at the sun, somewhere far off in the distance, and fire. Just, release it, let it go, and that energy can burst into solar flames or be sent off into the stars, and it becomes one with the stars, with this eternal dance back and forth. Have fun with it. The key is to play around with it and to enjoy it and vividly imagine it. Another one is the samurai slash. So you could see your anxiety as like a dark mist or some object before you, and you draw a blade with your physical hands, you know, not a real blade, please, unless you're trained for that, or just in your mind's eye. But the more you can get the meat involved, the better. So in one swift, precise motion, you can slice through it and then watch both halves dissolve into cherry blossoms like these, carried away into the wind, transformed again. You could do the dragon's breath, you know, breathe in your anxiety, like feel it burn in your chest right before, and then just exhale it all out, release the fire outside of you, or you could have it again transform into like swarms of butterflies or something like that, each one carrying some little fragment of your stress away. The quantum scatter. Gather your anxiety into a dense sphere and spin it faster and faster in the direction that makes you feel better. Any sensation, in order to notice it, it has to be spinning, it has to be moving in some way. So if you take it out and spin it the other way and put it back in, it feels better. Or just spin it the other way and let it go somewhere else. But anyway, so spin it faster and faster until it breaks apart into quantum particles, and then watch them phase in and out of reality, disappearing into parallel universes. You could also do the Phoenix Rising, where you bundle all your old anxiety or whatever that sensation was into these little rags and you set them ablaze. You have this epic fire going on in front of you, and then you can watch your stress burn away. You can imagine allowing that anxiety to burn out and transform, change into something else. And that kind of spreading your wings sensation, the golden light, you know, imagine the transformation going on. Also the ocean return. Your anxiety is a storm water. You know, let it flow down your body, let it just rush, go like a stream, you know, flow into the ocean, disappearing, watch it merge into the vast waters going far away from you and allowing you to be calmer and relaxed. Another one is the Ninja Vanish. So you can pack your anxiety into like a little smoke bomb or something like that, and then, you know, let it billow out, and then you step through it. You can walk past it, leaving it behind you as you emerge into the other side completely. And the last one, the Cosmic DJ. So not all of us represent these things in visual. Some people use auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, smell, gustatory, taste. You can grab it like a vinyl and you can spin it on your mental turntable, scratching it, remixing it into a beat, a sound, music, rhythm that moves you, that changes how you feel. And you can transform that chaos into a power song or something like that and dance, engage with it in a different way. So what I want you to do is to pick one that resonates with your style, with who you are, the things that you're interested in. As you could hear, the things that I'm interested in are maybe different than yours, right? So find something that fits with your metaphor for understanding life. And so the key isn't like which method you use, but it's to make it your own. So the next steps, first, choose your power move. Choose which one you want to do. The balloon's okay too. And then number 2, make it vivid in your mind. 3, practice your transformation daily, as many times as you can until you get comfortable with it. And then I want you to comment down below. Let me know what you did and how it worked. Also, you're not eliminating your anxiety. You're transforming it into something else, something that serves you better. This isn't about repressing or denying emotions or any other state. It's about transforming it so that you can be a more resourceful version of yourself. Now, go be legendary.